Henry Cat loves to lie on the windowsill in the sun, but he always looks really dusty in the sunshine. It's not good. So yes, summer has arrived and it's been very warm, so Bill and I take coffee and pastries out in the garden, which is really nice. I've been in the mood for dramatic flowers around the house this week, so in the kitchen I had this huge arrangement of hydrangeas from the garden, and in the bedrooms we have burnt orange roses, which I'm not really a fan of, but really like them, with the purpley blue of the agapanthus. Hello? Hello? No one there. Oscar-worthy material there. No one there because the phone, while real, isn't a working phone, obviously. It's a very old Bakelite telephone that I've had for, over 25 years, I think. I acquired it when I was a window dresser many years ago, and I love it. I'd forgotten about it until we went to Milesford Mill recently and saw they had some for sale, and it jogged my memory. I remembered I had one and it was still at my parents' house, so last time I was there I picked it up and brought it home. You just cannot beat the sound of an old-fashioned dial. It's lovely. So now it's upstairs on the table on the landing, giving a little bit of vintage that's really nice. I love this vignette. It's just this little scene upstairs, so nice. And underneath we have a leather hat box, and there is a top hat in that box. These are family pieces, the hat box and the table, so just heirlooms really that Violet will have one day. But it looks nice. In the kitchen I have changed the fairy lights slightly. I got another set of the fairy lights that I bought recently and showed, and then I've worked hard to conceal the wires. I got this 2-plug extension, cut down the wire, and then the wires for the fairy lights I've kind of run as close to that side of the oven as I could, because I just don't like to see wires. It wasn't easy to do, and once the coffee machine is back in place you can't really see the plugs unless you look for them. So from this distance you don't notice unless you go and search for those plugs, and who does that in somebody's house? Nobody. So I like those lights. I will link them underneath the video, so if you are looking for fairy lights you can get them from Amazon. About $11.99, so not a bad price and actually really nice. So that's what I've been up to this week, fiddling around with fairy lights and wires, and as you come into the kitchen you can't see any wires at all. Not that this character cares for 2 hoots. He was no help whatsoever either. Just sits there, giving himself a wash, and always has bits of dust around his face. Honestly, he mocks my housekeeping, this cat. One thing I've noticed is whenever we change the bird table, the birds will ignore it. I wonder if they just need to get used to it, or if it's the smell of the new wood. I'm not sure, but they don't use it straight away, so you just have to wait. But eventually they will use it, and it's really nice when they do. At the weekend, Bill and I were out and about again. We went to Dedham in Essex. It's not very far from us, probably about 20 minutes, something like that. And it's a beautiful place. It's so lovely. I love the buildings. I love the church. I love the river. It is just so lovely. But it's very touristy now. More on that in a bit. This is St Mary's Church in Dedham, and I wanted to go in here because I'd seen something either on YouTube or TV, and I couldn't quite recall what it was, but I knew there was a reason I wanted to go inside and have a look. As a church, it doesn't disappoint. It is stunning. It's so beautiful. Look at those windows, and that ceiling is amazing. And there it is. That's what I wanted to see. quality camera work for you there, you're welcome. This is The Ascension by John Constable. He didn't paint many religious paintings at all, so that's quite unusual, and it's there in the church, so if you want to go and see it, have a look. It is gorgeous, as is the church. So we just walked around and enjoyed the scenery. It's so lovely, but don't be fooled, not everywhere is as peaceful looking as this. We went to see the horses because they looked lovely, and it was such a nice day. Look at the clouds. Constable would have loved those clouds. And Dedham is very touristy. The reason it's touristy is because you can hire a boat from the boathouse, which I'm going to show you here, and you can drift down the river to Flatford and see Flatford Mill, which of course is the hay wain, painted by John Constable, still there, you can have a look. But this is what I mean about touristy. I've never seen this before. They are hiring out paddle boards and people are swimming. I have never seen Dedham this busy, and people need to come to Dedham. They need the tourism, I get that, but it just wasn't expected, if you know what I mean. It was a bit of a surprise to see it so busy. We considered having lunch in this pub at Dedham, but didn't really want to, so we had a final look around and then got in the car and made our way towards the Butter and Oyster at Pin Mill. And this footage is just to show you some of the lovely buildings. That's a gorgeous house, isn't it? This is the marina that we passed on the way to the Butter and Oyster. And of course, it wouldn't be a Sadie video without the Orwell Bridge. How many times have you seen that now? But when we got to the Butter and Oyster, it was very busy. A lot of people had the same idea. So we came back to the Suffolk Food Hall and chose some lovely food to have that at home instead. But before we left, we had an ice cream from the ice cream hut. I chose coffee, Bill chose strawberry, then we swapped because his strawberry was nicer. Do you do that? Change your mind and have what somebody else has got. It was really good. I'm going to make sure I video this road in autumn because it's gorgeous. It's my favourite road in Ipswich. Do you have a favourite road where you live? This is mine because it's so leafy and lovely. It's gorgeous now and it's lovely in the autumn when the leaves fall. So this is the food that we got from the Suffolk Food Hall. Some Caesar salad dressing, some potato salad, nectarines, red onion and rosemary focaccia, some salad and tomatoes, and some chilli tartlets, which I've cut so you can see the inside of those. Really lovely. I'm actually really glad the pub was too busy on that day because this was really good food. And I had a glass of something bubbly in a new glass. I got these in Morrison's and they're reduced to £2 and they're blue, which you can only really see from when I put the glass down and you see the stem. Anyway, it was delicious and we had a lovely time. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good week and I'll see you again soon.